to this live. I made it back home safely and without any incident. So glad to be home. I'm tired. Got home last night and had to work this morning, just getting off work. And I thought I would go live. So here I am showing up. I just saw Dr. Ninja Turtle's quote of the day. And I hope it was a quote for today because it certainly spoke to me. And it said, keep showing up. If you don't see the results that you want to see, keep showing up until you see those results. So I'm here, y'all. Hey, Miss Paula. Hey. Hey, Bree Bree. Today is Monday. It is Monday. Hey, Miss Paula. I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm just sitting here just getting off work. Decided to go live. So here I am. Hope everybody's doing good and had a great Monday. Mine was great. I'm just tired. Just tired. Just got home yesterday from traveling to see my sister. And usually, whenever I travel, I will take a day off before I go back to work. But this time I didn't. I got in yesterday evening and got right up this morning. And Mondays it's my heavy day at work. We have meetings in the office, so I was there. You're looking extra gorgeous today. Thank you, Miss Paula. Mondays, yeah, Mondays I'll fix up because I have to go into the office on Mondays for one is for my department meeting and then every other Monday I have to facilitate customer service training for our new hires. But that was last week, and actually last week I did it remote from Ohio. Today, and you finally got up and got back to exercise. Was totally unmotivated for 4 days. Miss Paula, I get it. Thank you, bestie. I appreciate that. Thank you. I get that, Miss Paula, because I have been unmotivated for more than 4 days. But I have to get back into moving and definitely got to get back out into walking with Sophie because I miss it. And I know she misses it. I can tell she misses it because she just runs around the house like with all that energy. She just runs around the house doing zoomies. So hopefully the weather will be better. And the days are now getting longer, so I can get up in the morning and go out a little bit earlier to walk before I have to start my day. Hey everybody, thank you all for coming in to my live. Hit that like button. Come on in, come on in. I just hit the live button to go live before I shut everything down. Just got off work before I shut everything down to get some rest. I've been moving, going since yesterday morning. Gosh, since yesterday morning, like at 6 o'clock, I've been going. Because I did have to travel back home, which my travel home was without incident. You started a 28-day toning thing, Miss Paula. So what day are you on? Hmm. Interesting. Miss Paula. Thank you, Miss Paula. What day are you on in your training? Because I've definitely got to get back in. Oh, you did 5 days. Okay. Um, so I have a walking challenge coming up in March that I am actually organizing. So I got to get on it, and it's a 30 day 30 mile walk, walking at least 1 mile a day. but I'll have all that here for it. Anybody to participate. I joined my health and wellness ministry at my church, so um, so you're in day 6. Oh, okay. So you did 5 and then got lazy. um, so day 6 today. Well, just keep going. Just keep going. You do hit those points of where you just don't feel motivated and just don't do it. Now, I have allowed the cold weather to keep me from going out walking in the morning. Can others join in? Yes, yes. I'm getting it together. Yes, getting it together, and I will do a video about it. And it's April 1st through April 30th. So I'll get that out about mid March, or early to mid March, so you have time to get yourself together and sign up for it, and be ready for it. So it's definitely going to be a challenge for me because I haven't walked regularly in a while. Now, having to walk through that airport, um, I didn't get winded or anything, but I was shocked because I hadn't walked in quite a few weeks, but I was making it in the airport. Didn't have any issues. Didn't get winded, and I was happy of that, but I was surprised. Hey, Debbie Sue. Thank you for coming, joining my live. Come on in. Come on in. Hit that like button when you come in. Thank you for joining. I was just saying, I made it back home safely without incident. Um, both my flights were on time. I actually got to the airport early, and we had to wait for a gate to open up for us to pull up to the gate so we could get off. But that was last night. It's just tiring traveling. It's just so tiring traveling. Um, but I enjoyed myself. I was with my sister, and I enjoyed being there with her. So, but if I had to come home, I'm glad to be home. Dr. Ninja Turtle did a walk the dog live today. Oh, that's cool. You hear my little sidekick? She's looking out the front door. He was inspired. He was inspired by me. Oh, and I love that, and I'm so happy to inspire others to just get out and move. Um, Thank you. Yeah, got home last night. I had to go pick up Sophie because she was at my god kid's house while I was gone, so I had to go pick her up, and we got home. I I tried to unpack my suitcase, but I got so much stuff I need to do, clothes I need to replace. Excuse me, y'all. The sunlight is coming in. So I got some what do you call it? What do you call it? Decluttering to do as far as clothes and stuff. So, oh, he said that. Oh wow. Oh wow. Hey, Desi. Hey, thank you for joining my live. Hit that like button. So he said he was inspired by me. Oh my gosh. So that means I got it. That with you, Miss Paula, and Dr. Ninja Turtle, because y'all mentioned me and I appreciate it. So that lets me know I got to get back on my game. I got to get back on my game. Um. So, yeah. I'll have to get back out there. Yeah, I just so most of the time, if I don't go ahead and unpack when I get home, I will I will leave that suitcase out and I'll just take stuff out until it's all out of the suitcase. And I didn't want to do that last night. So, but I ended up leaving stuff in there. Um, I just kind of in a decluttering mood and I actually need to do that. You hear Sophie in there? She's looking out the door. I don't know what she sees. But whatever it is, I'm sorry, y'all. but but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back out. And like I said, I'm gonna do this challenge in April. Um, Organize this 30-day walk. And April's a good time to do it. It's 30 days. You'll walk 1 mile a day for 30 days. You will have developed a habit, and um, you'll be getting your summer body ready. We all want our summer body, so so yeah, I'm working on that right now. So I hope everybody's had a good weekend, a good week, a good day. It's also been a sad time for me. I actually lost one of my best friends. That hurts. It's hard. Yeah, she passed away Thursday, and we're the same age. We got the same birthday. So, so I'm just trying to wrap my head around that, and it's hard. But I'll miss her calls. We used to, since we have the same birthday, we used to try to beat each other calling, you know. And she always won. She always called first, and I'd be like, ah. She always called first. We grew up together. Went to school together until I moved away when I was 12. I just moved to a different city. And then once we got to be adults, we reconnected. And gosh, we've been, reconnected since my oldest son was like, oh gosh, he was like months old. So, yeah, that's a hard that's a hard thing. So I'm, you know, preparing, getting myself ready, getting myself um, together to attend her funeral on Wednesday. So it's just hard to believe. It is just hard to believe. You know, oof. So anyway, I got that going on, and like I said, I'm tired from all the traveling, and but I said if I waited to go live, I probably wouldn't. So here I am to say hey to y'all and be here. I might be a little delirious because I'm tired, but I'm here. Um, that's it. Same birthday, same age. Yes, I'm sure we were born in the same hospital on the same day. Yes, yes. Yeah, it was the same day. I'm quite sure we were in the same hospital. And of course, we went to school together, started out at school together. And I mean, we've been friends as far as I can remember. As far as I can remember. And like I said, when I was 12, we moved away. Um, I moved to a different city. And then once we got grown, she had a daughter. I had a son. Um, we reconnected and we've been connected ever since. And I think my oldest son was like 2 or 3 months old when we reconnected. He's 37 now, so that tells you how long we have been reconnected. Thank you so much. I appreciate the prayers, the love, the hugs. I really appreciate it. I mean, I'm I'm sitting here. I'm good right now. It's been a hard last few days, but I'm gonna miss her calling. And every time she would call, she would say, "I say hello." She said, "Hey, girl," and then we'd start talking, and I'm gonna miss that. And that birthday challenge that we always did, tried to see who was gonna call each other first, and she always won. She always beat me to it. So, oh really, Daisy? You got one person like that, same hospital, same day, one house over, same first name. We don't have the same first name, but um, and it was funny. And then, you know, um, she worked. She was working part time. She's always worked a full time job and a part time job. And then when I was manager at my job and my managing people, I needed some help. So I knew her work ethics. I knew she was dependable, and I knew she would be there. So I told her about it, and she said okay, and I hired her. And I was in that department, her manager for like 3 years, and then I moved to a different department, and she was still there. And actually, she was still employed with us until she died. So yeah, yeah. So, but that's a that's a hard. It's hard, and just it's just hard to believe. So yeah. So thank you for your prayers, the love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, she has a daughter, um, and she actually has grandchildren. I don't have any grandchildren. She has five. She has five grandkids, and she, always talked about the kids, and I would talk to her and ask her, what are you doing this weekend? She said, well, I got a kid. I got the grandkids this weekend. And we're going to do, we're going to make cookies, or we're going to do this, or we're going to do that. And I was like, yeah, I don't have any grandkids. She said, you'll have some one day. You'll have some. So, her daughter is about 5 or 6 years older than my oldest son. So no, they are the same age. But you know, so thank you again. I appreciate it. But yeah, I was sitting here. I was like, I'm just getting off work. I had to go into the office, so I did, fix up. So I said, well, let me go live now since I have fixed, since before I go in here and shut it all down. Although I don't have no problem with, you know, showing up, not fixed up. I do like to let y'all know that I can fix up. So, and I'm actually still sitting here in my office. My work computer's over here. My personal computer's over here. My phone is what I'm on. So, I really have some things I need to do. Need to finish up for work, but I don't think that's gonna happen tonight. Um, I told you I was in Ohio with my sister. When I tell you it was cold, it was cold. I don't think the temperature got above. Now, I'm from North Carolina. We got a few cold days here and there, but it was cold there every day. Thank you, Miss Paula. We'll be lifting on Thursday. Well, it's Wednesday, but thank you. Please continue. Thank you. Um, one day we got up, getting dressed to go to Target or go to Walmart. It was like -2 degrees. I was like, you really want to go out? um, And the snow, they had like 12 inches of snow already on the ground when I got there. It's okay. It's all right, Miss Paula. 12 inches of snow already on the ground. And then it snowed. I think there was 2 days that it didn't snow. And the temperature was mostly between 12 and 19 during the day. And one day I actually went out and tried to do a live, but I don't know what happened to it. It started um, buffering, and it, I don't know, it just stopped. So I didn't ever try to get back on. I don't know whether I had walked too far from my sister's house, with her internet. I don't know. So I just filmed the um the snow. It was snowing while I was out walking. But I enjoyed being there. I just enjoyed being with my sister. She lost her husband back in April. So and the last time I had gone to visit her was June. So she was like, "I need you to come. I need you to come." So I went, and it's the first time ever going like in the winter. Um, it's my first time going there in the winter. Usually when I go, it's in the summer or the spring. Um, but this is the first time going in the actual winter. And they said that this was the most snow that they had gotten in several years, and it was the coldest that it has been in several years. So I was like, yeah, it would be me to come up here when it's this cold and this much snow. But the difference, of course, in snow there and snow here in North Carolina is they're used to it. So, they maneuvered. All the streets were clear, and they were moving around. Things shut down here when it snows. And if we had 12 inches on the ground, we'd be shut down for days. But I enjoyed being there. I enjoyed being there. And I told them when I was coming up there, I'm like, look, I don't have to sightsee. We don't have to go anywhere. We can be at the house. But she had just moved. She had just bought a new house, moved into a house, and I was there to help unpack a lot of boxes and help her, you know, get things moved around and declutter some stuff. I think that's why I'm in a mood to declutter, because that's what I was doing there. So I was like, I got a lot of stuff I need to declutter here. So I'm in that kind of mood right now. We won't be decluttering tonight, though. When I get off this live, I'll probably uh, eat something and crash out because I am really tired. Well, thank y'all for coming to my live. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh, you had chicken alfredo. That sounds good. That sounds really delicious. Mm. It was Stouffer's. That's good too. That's good too. I was gonna ask you if you made it from scratch. I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask if you made that from scratch. But that's good. Leftover spaghetti. Now, did you make that from scratch, Debbie Sue? I love spaghetti. And it seems like leftover spaghetti is better because the flavors get to blend and marry. That sounds good. I actually, when we had that storm, I made chili and um, I froze most of it. So I think that's what I'm having for dinner. I'm not I'm not about to cook anything, but and I was out when I went to my meeting and I stopped by the grocery store and I'm like, I got stuff in the freezer. So I didn't buy anything. I came on home and took it out of the freezer earlier. So that's what I'm having for dinner. I did buy some chips to go with it, some tortilla chips. It wasn't really homemade, just noodles and canned sauce, but I did add some veggies to it, laughing out loud. Now, to me, that's homemade. That's homemade to me. Um, because when I make homemade spaghetti, it's the jar of sauce. I'll cook the noodles, and cook. I'll put ground beef in mine, so I'll cook that, and I'll add onions and green peppers and mushrooms to it. That's homemade. So, yeah, yeah, Debbie, I call that homemade for sure. Sounds good though. Sounds good. Yep, ragu sauce. I remember when my kids were little, my youngest son didn't like onions and green peppers and mushrooms and all of that. And I used to like to put that in, well, I still put that in my spaghetti now. And so he would see me putting it in there. So he didn't want to eat it because, he didn't like any of that stuff, he says. He eats it now. So what I started doing was buying the ragu sauce that had everything in it like that. He never knew the difference. You used to your mom making everything from scratch, even the sauce. I understand that. I understand that. I um I have made sauce a few times. I had a friend who had bunch of tomatoes in the garden, in his garden. I mean, you know, he was bringing tomatoes. I'm like, I can't eat all these tomatoes. So I roasted a lot of them and made my own spaghetti sauce. Um, and that was like last summer. So, because I was like, I don't know what to do with all these tomatoes. I don't want them to go bad. So I just decided to make spaghetti sauce with it. And it was so good. I did, make homemade sauce then, but only because he had bunches and bunches of tomatoes. So otherwise, it's just ragu. Yeah. The only thing I really make from scratch, besides cakes, whenever I bake cakes, is pancakes because I don't like box pancake mix. So, um, I make pancakes. My mom started using frozen biscuits in her last years. We were all shocked. Really? Yeah. You know what? I think of frozen biscuits. Well, we did have canned biscuits. My grandmother used to live with us, and she always made homemade biscuits. I don't know whether she ever made canned biscuits or not. I don't think so. But when I was little and box cake mix came out, she went from making her um cakes from scratch to the box cake mix because it cut her time in half. Your mom's you said you make chicken and dumplings homemade, Miss Paula. I bet that's good. Now, I've never made dumplings homemade. My aunt used to do that. She used to make homemade dumplings. Roll it out and the flour and everything, and roll it out and cut it into strips. She used to do that. But the only thing I make from scratch pretty much is pancakes, waffles. And so my kids grew up, they knew nothing about pancakes made from a box. Now they grown. I don't know what they got. They got my pancake recipe, both of them, but I don't know if they actually make them or if they do box pancake mix now. But every time they come home, they want me to make. Um, One of them like pancakes, the other one likes waffles. And honestly, for a while, I was making um, two batters. I would make a batter for pancakes and a batter for waffles every weekend. Every weekend. And then one weekend, I just really didn't feel like doing it at all. So I made one batter and I said, I'm going to try this and see if I can make pancakes and waffles from the same batter. If it doesn't work, I'll go back to doing what I did. Well, it worked. So going forward after that, we had one batter and I made pancakes for one and waffles for the other. And every now and then, I'll decide to make some pancakes. I did a live one time. Mrs. G talks about that. I did a live. North Carolina, no hot water cornbread. Um, I don't know how to make hot water cornbread. My mama and grandmother used to do it, but I don't know how to do it. I miss learning a lot of cooking from my grandmother because I was so much younger than my sisters and brothers, so I didn't get the time to spend with her in the kitchen learning a lot of stuff. Now, I did get baking from her. Um, Not that I baked anything with her, because again, I was too young. But baking is something that I can do. Baking, I can bake. I can bake from scratch. I can bake biscuits. I can bake cakes. Um, so I feel like I got that from her. But yeah, I can do that. And anytime I make a cake, it's from scratch. I used to actually bake and decorate cakes. Um, Bake cakes from scratch. Make all of my frosting and color all of the frosting depending on what color it needs to be. I made fondant. But I found that people really didn't. They didn't. They didn't want to pay for it. You know, they didn't want to pay for it. So shake and bake. Now, one thing I cannot do, and I'm okay with it, is fried chicken. Yep, I cannot do that. And I'm all right with it now because I know enough people that know how to fry chicken, or enough places to buy it if I really if I really need it. No, I don't. I don't know how to fry chicken. I have tried. I have tried countless times, countless times. But I'm okay with it now. I saw that, Miss Paula. Cake yummy. I'm on the tail end of a 30-day no dessert challenge. I saw that and I was like, wow, that is good. That's great, Miss Paula. I'm proud of you for that, and definitely impressed. Definitely impressed. But no, Daisy, I don't know how to fry chicken, and I'm okay with it. I'm all right with it. Now, I went a long time, feeling like, what's wrong with me? I don't know how to fry chicken. Now, I'm all right. I'm okay with it. And especially when my niece grew up and she knows how to fry chicken. I'm like, how come she knows how to fry chicken? I'm older than she is. I don't know how to fry. I don't even feel that way anymore. So how many more days, Miss Paula? You got 2 more days, and you getting cake now. Let's just say you get some cake, but really be just eat a little bit of it at a time because you don't want to get sick after not having it for so long. Um, You you don't fry chicken either. But yeah, after not having sweets, be sure when you introduce them back, you know, be careful. Um, and just do a little bit at a time. Desi says, I'm still learning different methods on fried everything, anything. I don't really do a lot of fried foods. Um, while my kids did grow up on chicken, I had recipes to cook it a million different ways. And the only time they got fried chicken was when we went somewhere else. Most of the time that was on Sundays. You get one piece and stretch it out. Yeah, I'll tell you what happened. I my signature cake is red velvet cake, and that's what my kids love. And so my oldest son decided one New Year, he decided he was not going to eat sweets for the entire year, and he did that. He did not eat sweets for an entire year. I was shocked. I was surprised. He would come home and I might have cake here or something else sweet. He would not eat it. So at the end of that year, he asked me to make him a red velvet cake, and I said, "Well, son, you need to be careful. You haven't had sweets in a whole year, so you can't just go back in eating like you used to." Oh, oh, mom, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I'm like, I'm telling you, your body hasn't had it in a whole year. He did a whole year, Miss Paula. Yes, a whole year. Um, and he didn't eat sweets. And so I made him the cake, and he went in eating it. He was sick. He was sick, but this make you sad. Fried fruits, Desi. That sounds interesting. But he was sick, and I told him, I said, just you haven't had this in your body for a whole year, and if you've gone a whole year, then you should just continue going. But you know, sometimes things just have to happen. So he got sick. I mean, he felt bad, and there was nothing I could do. But I didn't even say to him, "I told you so." You know, him being sick told him that he shouldn't have done that. But he did that with sweets. He also did that with um meat like beef and pork. Uh, so now he is almost vegan. Almost. He does eat fish. You said Allison at Living Life After 55 told you to choose slow, put my fork down and savor. Yes. Yes. I agree with that. Yes. Hey, Dr. Ninja Turtle, you're just imitating me. Really? How so? Wow, almost. Yeah, they did tell me that I inspired you to get out and walk. I wish I had seen that, but I was working today, so I mean, fish is solid, biblical. Yeah, my son he eats lots of vegetables and fruit and some chicken, some turkey, fish, but he does not eat beef or pork. And I mean, this my son. I would call him, the human vacuum cleaner, because he would eat everything in the refrigerator. Everything in the refrigerator. I mean, he still eats. You did a live walking your baby. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna have to go back and check that out. I'm sure it was good. But yeah, I never had to worry about food going bad in my refrigerator because my son would eat it. I mean, and You know, he eat he ate hearty. He still does, and I'm glad now his wife has him, and she has to handle all of that. um, but he ate really good, but he also exercised. I mean, he was um, running, push ups, um, weights. So I wish bacon was biblical in pie. Me too. I like bacon. I really do. I like bacon, and I actually like pork bacon. I can eat turkey bacon, but I like pork bacon. So I have to um, spread it out. You know, can't have too much. But yeah, he did those challenges like once a year. He would give up something for an entire year, and then he give up something else for an entire year. Um, until now, his eating is way different from everybody else's here. And so when he comes home, that's when he will eat the sweets. He'll want me to make a cake. He'll do that when he come home. But I told him, I said, "You're not helping us. It's not helping us." But and he also did. This is another thing he did, Miss Paul, as far as sweets. He never brought them home. He would eat sweets out, like at dinner, if he was eating out at dinner. I went to visit him one time, and we walked around the city he lived in at Alexandria. We walked around, and there was a cupcake shop there called Alexandria Cupcakes. So we stopped there, and we each got two cupcakes, one for now, one for later. So then we, walked around a little bit more, and then we went to get something to eat. And at the end of dinner, he said, "Well, I guess we need to go ahead and eat these cupcakes." And I was like, "Huh?" He said, "Yeah, we gotta eat these cupcakes." I said, "I gotta eat both of these cupcakes?" He was like, "Yeah." He said, "I don't have any sweets in my house." I was like, "What?" He said, "No." He said, "If I'm gonna eat something sweet, I'm gonna eat it out. I don't take it back home." He said, "Because I love sweets." And he does, I do too. He said, "Because I love sweets, I don't bring them in my house because I can't control." He won't say he couldn't control, but he said he doesn't do well when he has them in his house. So if he eats them, he doesn't deprive himself of it. He just does it when he goes out to eat. So, yeah, Desi, I was like, I had to eat two cupcakes. I said, "Well, I wish you had told me this. I would have only got one to eat at the end of dinner because I was going to eat one at the end of dinner and maybe one later on or the next day." But he was like, "Nope." So, and you know me, I ate both them cupcakes. I shouldn't have, but I did. Um, but it was a lesson learned. Now I know when I go to visit him, I eat my dessert whenever we're out. I'm glad that you're back with Sophie. Yes, I did miss my little girl, and she's glad to be back home. Yeah, Miss Paula said I can't bring sweets home either. They call my name. Yes, all the time, Miss Paula. They call my name all the time, and I give in. I try to do. Hey, Allison, welcome in. Come on in. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I try to. I try to use more fruit as sweets. Trying to get my mind together that this is the same thing as a piece of cake. I ain't got it yet. I ain't got it. But but I try not to. I don't buy cookies for my house. I don't buy candy for the house. I don't buy cake for the house, and most of the time, um, I'm baking cakes myself anyway. But I only bake cakes to go somewhere else. Yeah, I bake cakes to take somewhere else. And whenever I take them, I'm like, you know, I don't plan to take anything back home. So, so you said when you get a piece of pie on Valentine's Day, I'm going to make it last at least 3 days and make a video. That's good, and you can do that. I think you can do that, especially if you do like you said, just a spoonful at a time and savor it. Yeah, drink plenty of water. uh, Hi, Paula. You inspire me with your no desserts. Uh oh. What happened? Oh, Lord. I'm sorry, Allison. My night bot. Y'all know I'm new to night bot. It wasn't supposed to do that. But anyway, I'll take care of that. Y'all hear my little trusty sidekick in there? She's still looking out the front door. And I don't know what she sees, but she definitely gonna let you know she sees something. You forgot to hit the like button? Uh-oh. Did it kick her out? Oh my god. Let me let me fix that. I am struggling with Nightbot. Yes, Nightbot is being ornery. And that's because the this operator don't know what she's doing. I think I know what happened though. But I hate it kicked her out. Oh, she's back. I'm sorry, Allison. I'm so sorry. Let me fix this. Yeah, I am. So it should be. Yeah, it was the emojis. Nightbot is Nightbot is a mess. Yeah, it was the emoji, so I went in and disabled that. I'm sorry, Allison. You being here. Yeah, it doesn't like too many emojis, and I never disabled it, so hopefully that fixed it. I'm so sorry. You need to get on day one of exercising. All right, go for it now. You can do that. Okay, Miss Paula. I'll be right here. Yeah, I had some issues with Nightbot. I think I said this before in one of my lives. I set it up, but I didn't know that it had default commands that it will do. I thought that since I didn't um, actively set it up or set up any commands that it would nothing would happen whenever I did lives. Um, and then I did a live, and man, it was kicking people out. It was timing people out. I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, I don't want to time people out. I'm trying to get people to come to my lives. So I did, I did. I was able to get some help with that. So Dr. Ninja Turtle, how long did you do a whole hour live with your walk with your dog? I think that's cool. I think that is cool. I have to get back out in um 47 minutes. Good. Good. How many miles did you do? About two and a half. That's the thing with me when I'm walking and talking live. I forget, you know, which is a good thing. I forget, and it adds up. So I end up doing either 3 miles or close to 3 miles. Even if I only start out to do 1 mile, I end up walking almost 3 miles, and sometimes a little bit over. But that's good. 47 minutes. That's good. I'm sure your dog liked walking that much. Oh, the signal dropped. Oh, well, at least you got 47 minutes in. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. Oh, I gotta get back out there on it with Sophie. Um, she spent the week last week with my god kids, and they have a fenced in yard, so she just had a ball because she could go outside and not have to um be on a leash. Y'all were out for at least an hour. That's good. That's good. That is good. Yeah, now that the days are getting a little longer, we'll be able to go out um, walking in the morning. I like walking in the morning, like early in the morning. I like walking between 6:30 and 7. Um, Sorry, y'all. I got a call. Never fails. Can y'all hear me? Oh, good. Thank you. I just hit the live button. I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb, and my sister called. I'll call her back. I'm sorry. Y'all hear Sophie back there. She's looking out the door. Probably see somebody across the street. Um, yeah, early. I like walking early, Allison, because I like getting it done. I like getting it over. I'm not good with going out in the afternoons or the evenings. If I don't get it done in the morning, chances are I am not going out to work. And for me, the earlier the better, because I just like to go out and get it done, and then I know I don't have to do it for the rest of the day. So, but yeah, now that the days are getting longer, it's getting um, the daylight comes in a little bit earlier. I can go out and walk around between 6:30 and 7. Definitely by 7:30. By 7:30, I like to be almost done, and I don't definitely don't go outside and walk at night at all. So I'm an early riser anyway. I like to get up early and get stuff done. um, and usually around this time of the day and later, then she's coming to tell me somebody was outside. Where are you, little girl? Sophie, come here. Who's outside? Yeah. So but yeah, I gotta get up and start getting out because I do have a challenge coming up in April. So y'all be ready to go on this challenge with me. I'll tell you more about it a little bit later. But be ready. You can do it. Everybody can do it. You can do it. and you'll be so happy you did. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's a walking challenge. So so hope everybody's Monday was productive. It was good. Mondays is my heavy day at work. I have to go into the office to for meetings, and so I'm usually there in the office till about 2 o'clock, and then I'll come home and finish working for the day at home. So I just got off at 5 and got right on the live because I knew that if I waited, I wouldn't do it. And after traveling back from visiting my sister, I'm tired. Traveled all day yesterday, got back last night, and got home. Well, no, got back last night, had to go pick up Sophie, and then got home and started unpacking, but I didn't finish. So I'm tired. I am really tired. So, but I appreciate everybody hanging out with me in this live. I do. Um, I do appreciate it. Thank you for, the prayers and the love and passing on my best friend. So it's been a rough few days, but it's hard to believe. But yeah. But I appreciate all of you for being here. And if you haven't already, I'll hit the like button. Hey, Stash. Hey, thank you. Come on in. Welcome to my live. Thank you. It's okay. It's okay. It's been better, but it's okay. I'm making it. I was saying earlier in my live that I lost my best friend, um, who, gosh, we are the same age and we have the same birthday, and she passed away Thursday. But I'm good. I just got back from visiting my sister. Got home safely. Thank you, Stash. I don't know if you saw my lives of my travel drama, but I didn't have any problems traveling yesterday, getting back home. So I got back home, went and get my little trusted sidekick here, Sophie. See if she'll jump up here. Come on, to my little sidekick. Let's see. This is Sophie. She don't really like being up here. But yeah, got home, picked her up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Stash. Yep, this is my little girl. Say, hey, Sophie. Say, hey. So, but yeah, I was probably about to get off the live in just a little bit. But I traveled all day yesterday, got home from Ohio, and um, had to go to work today. I'm tired. So as soon as I got off work, I hit the live button. Because if I had to wait, I wouldn't. Yeah, Sophie. Sophie tends to come in here. If she sees me sitting in this chair too long, she'll come in here and let me know it's time for me to get off work. But you heard her on her job. barking at whatever it was outside. So, but yeah. So I appreciate everybody being here. I really do. I'm gonna do better with doing lives. I'm gonna do more. So thank you, Stash. I will do that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Now let me ask you this, Stash. Um, did you go to school for your video, or is this something that you've always had a passion for and just learned to do it yourself? You're doing fine. Don't overwhelm yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to overwhelm myself. Um, you learn how yourself now. My oldest son is self-taught, and he creates movies. He's actually had a couple of movies in some film festivals. My youngest son has a degree in film production. So, you know, I'm just doing it because it's just something I like to do. And something it gives me something to do. Stop, Sophie. It gives me something to do. But they're the professionals. So, so whenever I'll ask them questions and ask them for help, and they'll help me. But they are ones that they don't want to be in front of the camera. No, they don't have YouTube channels, and I try to tell them they need YouTube channels, but no, they don't. Neither one of them. Well, my oldest son does. Not my oldest son. My youngest son does, but that's only because he's put up some, just some stuff he's done. Um, but but he doesn't use his YouTube channel at all, at all. So I think he probably got about 7 followers because he doesn't use it. He does not use it. So, but yeah, for me, it's just something to do. It's just something I wanted to do, and my oldest son says that whenever that I'm one that if I feel like it's something I want to do, that I'll just try it, and that's true. That's true. Cause I've done a whole lot of stuff. I'm an event planner, cake baker, and decorator, and gosh, what else have I done? I did go back to school after they left. Went back to school and got a graphic design degree, graphic design degree. So Stash said, "Oh, hey Miss Paula, thank you for coming back. Wish we had more film like creators in the community that I can learn from. It's so much I want to learn about filming. Oh wow, but I love your cinematic filming. I kind of want to do. Hey Lashana, I really would like to do vlogging, but I'm like, I don't have anything interesting going on to do any kind of vlogging. But I love your cinematic, um, gosh, your cinematic videos. I love it. I was like, wow. Hey, Lashana. Yeah, I said, one time I said to, I think I was talking to somebody and was talking about my son being a videographer, and his dad corrected me. He said he's a cinematographer. So he's a cinematographer. Both of them, actually, they both are. Um, but like I said, my oldest son is self-taught. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. That's what leaned me into whole cinematic vibe. I felt like if I would have did a regular vlog, people wouldn't like it. I just don't, because I was asking my youngest son, I was like, how do I get my film to look cinematic? He was like, what do you want? So I don't know how to get it to look I mean, yours look, I can't explain it. I just love it. I absolutely love it. Um, yeah, I absolutely love it. But yeah, I don't really have anything. I mean, because my day to day is pretty much the same. You know, I work. I got this dog. It's the same. Stash is better than Oprah. Yeah. It's about shooting certain angles. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, when I watch it, I'm like, man, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. So I'm gonna get it one day. I'm gonna really, you know, it's gonna click one day in me, and I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, that's what I need to do, and then I'm gonna do it. I just don't feel like it's clicking just yet in my in my um in my mind. I don't know, but I will. It will, cause I will. You know, I'm always one that will not be defeated. You can count on that. I'm not gonna be defeated. Now, I might be beat down and dragged, but I won't be defeated. I was thinking about that today, doing more angles. Yeah, that sounds good. Um, I'm gonna have to do that. I know. I took a photography class while I was in school for graphic design, and we had to do a lot of different photography. You know, we had to do portrait photography. We had to do um, what's it called? Street photography. That was fun. That was fun, but it was challenging because we had to use a 50 millimeter lens, and with a 50 millimeter lens, you are the zoom. I mean, because it's a 50 millimeter lens. You are the zoom. So I had to get close up to people or things that I was taking a picture of, or taking it from, a good ways away, which made it too much stuff in it. And we had to use a 50 millimeter lens to do street photography. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. And it was the shifty 50, right? Right. Yeah. Yeah. Now that would definitely, having to do that definitely gets you out of your comfort zone if a little nervous about getting close in, especially if you're shooting people. If you're just shooting people and you got to get pretty close. But I did like street photography, and I love portrait photography, so I do more of that whenever I do. You excited to do different shots? Cool. Now I got a lot of footage from just traveling last week in the airport, and from the airplane window, and I actually um, took I bought a new camera, the SJ cam, and I took it out when we went shopping and walked around the store with it, videoing. I have yet to go back and look at that, but I'll go look and see if it's any of it that I can use for stuff for, to put something together. When the weather gets back to regular, I'm gonna be going back to vlogging. Right now it's too cold. I agree. I agree. I agree. I don't know where you were, but I was in Ohio last week, and man, the temperature only got up to 16 most days. And the other days it was like 12. I'm a character, so I'm all ready for you. Ready for the big screen? All right, all right. That sounds good, Lashana. I believe you are ready for the big screen. Yeah, cool, cool, cool. Well, y'all, I am about to get off of this live. I really appreciate y'all being here. I decided to go ahead and go live. It was 2 degrees out there in New York. Man, the other day in Ohio it was -2, and I'm like, and my sister wanted to go, wanted to go to the store, and I'm like, my North Carolina body ain't made for this. Stash Productions, but Stash, I've been trying to get my sons to get active on YouTube. I believe they both could do, a lot and help a lot, and just show some of their work. But I'm mom, so I can't say too much because they'll listen to other people. You know how we do about our moms. My mom don't know. So maybe one day they will. Lashana Production. All right. All right. Y'all got that. Y'all got that. Like Stash, you did a video the other day. I think the video that one I commented on. I mean, and the lighting, it was kind of dark. I was like, I just love that. I love it. It was kind of dark, and you sitting there talking. I was like, that is just way cool. Everything, it was just right. It was just enough. It was just enough. Now, I mean, I'd have to work at it, but if I tried that, it'd be just total darkness. But anyway, hey y'all, thank y'all for coming to my live. I really appreciate it. I'm about to get off this live, go get me something to eat, um, and just kind of relax some. I've been traveling all day yesterday. Got home last night, picked up the dog, come home. Then I had to get up and go to work this morning, to meetings. Mondays are my heavy days at work, so I had to do all that. Come back home and finish working. So as soon as I finished working, I got on the live. So this good sister here is a little tired, a little tired. Thank you, Satch, for coming into my live. Thank you, Lashana. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna get me some rest. Thank you, Debbie Sue. Have a good night. Thank y'all. I will see y'all in my next live. Um, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Y'all take care. Thank you.